So when the rumors came out that Ryan Henry had messed around with his best friend's baby mother, we were like, what, bro, are you serious? And then to know that his best friend had cancer while all of this was going on, we were like, okay, this is fuel to the fire. Like, you cannot be serious, Ryan Henry. Like, why would you do your best friend like that? And then Ryan Henry had the nerve to come on the internet talking about, we don't know what's going on, we don't know the true story. He takes it on the chin. We were like, wait, hold up, bro, who you talking to? But you know what? Ryan Henry decided to humble himself, and he made a 17-minute apology video. And he also addressed the issue at hand. And guys, are y'all buying his apology? Or is this another case of narcissism at its finest?
So as many of y'all have seen in the last week, it came out that that I had slept with a friend of mine's ex, and also the mother of his child, which happened to also be my godson's mother. That was true. There were situations where that happened almost about 2 years ago, and then more recently, within the last 2 months.
Okay, Ryan Henry, so he has apologized, as you can see. And he said he did it publicly and privately. You know, his main thing was that he's already talked to a lot of people involved, like anthonylindsey, the mother of his child, some family members. He's heard a lot of people made a bad mistake. Okay, we understand. But his biggest thing was, hey, this situation has already been addressed. In particular with anthonylindsey, it was like, he talked about their brotherhood and basically the situation at hand and how to repair things.
To y'all understanding, we had already addressed it. You know what I mean? It seemed like I didn't talk to him, or we didn't speak or anything like that. We had been talking every day since, it came out a week and a half before that. So we had been talking about our friendship. We had been talking about, our mistakes. We had been talking about, our brotherhood. How do we continue on as friends? What's going on with our children? So, we had been talking about it for at least a week, every day, even up until that day. So when it came out to y'all, for unbeknownst reasons, that, it wasn't for me to directly go and counter, what made him go and put that to the internet. Him and I had already talked about it. Him and I had addressed it. It wasn't me running from it. It wasn't me not talking to him. We had already addressed it. We had been addressing it repetitively over the last, week. So, but just now, when you're in these positions, you got to relive what's going on. So now I had to relive it with y'all. Y'all have to take it. And this is just me taking the accountability to let y'all know that we talked about it. We went through it. Y'all just got it maybe a week and a half later, but then we were like, let's see how we can take it forward.
So I'm going to post a clip of this, but I want to mention that Ryan Henry was talking about the fact that, this situation has already been addressed. So we're behind in this whole situation, basically. So, the information was leaked. Ryan Henry was in Las Vegas, and doing what he does. And then, it had been a week and a half. Fast forward to now, everybody's coming at him on the internet, about the situation. And it's, every day it's happening. And, he's feeling like he has to relive it. And Ryan Henry, let me tell you something. This is reality. You got to break your head out of the whole reality show thing, my brother. Because this is a real event the camera crew couldn't catch in real time. And I hope that this does not end up on Black Ink Crew at all, where it's contrived and organized and people interviewing and talking about it. We don't want to, nah. Let this reality stand. But again, Ryan Henry, you should be used to this. Because you know how reality stars, they set us up for a storyline. And then the next thing you hear is on the next time on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you're just like, oh, okay, y'all insulted my intelligence. So y'all fake beefing on the internet so y'all can set us up for the reality show. Oh, okay, I get it. But see, this couldn't be done this time. You had to take what was given to you on the chin, right? So again, this is reality for you. We understand you addressed it, but you had no choice to address it. So Ryan Henry acknowledged that he messed up because, he heard a lot of his family members. He know he was wrong for what he did.
Badly, ultimately, real badly. I hurt people that I care about badly. I disrespected them, disrespected myself, disrespected my family, all of our families. I just, even in the times where these things come up, it's like, you ask yourself a million times, like, why did I, and why do I hurt people that I care about? And these are things that, people go through. Just in my position, nothing can't be any wrong. So, it's just like, but these are things I've had to deal with myself.
So change behavior is the best behavior. When Ryan Henry starts to do the right thing and he is able to control himself, maybe things will start working out for him a little better. Some people might forgive him, but you know what? There's some people that do not see him coming back from this because, he is in the court of public opinion. The gavel has been hit, and guess what? He is guilty. When people are doing evil acts, like their head is in a whole different space. It's like they're not even the same person. And then once they're done and reach their mission, they're feeling fulfilled, right? But I will tell you that you will have to answer for your sins. And that's what Ryan Henry is having to do now. But I just wonder, is his apology sincere? Like, is he on a narcissistic trip where he feels like, he's being attacked and people are confronting him from all different angles and he has to say something? Or is this apology really sincere? I just don't know. Ryan Henry went on to talk about self-sabotage. And yes, he definitely did self-sabotage himself in this situation.
Ultimately, my goal is to learn, how to get out of my lows and, my levels of depression. And overall, quit self-sabotaging, and never hurt people again that I love the most.
You can't be a good father, son, godfather, businessman, or anything if you are doing things such as sleeping with your best friend's baby's mother. So you let your overinflated ego cause these train wrecks in your life, and it's affected your family, your friends, other people around you, and most of all, it's affected yourself. So yes, this is definite self-sabotage. I mean, where's your morals and your values? Well, first of all, did you even ever have any morals and values? Because look at what you did, and probably are doing. Now, Ryan Henry said that, anthonylindsey went to the blogs. He didn't understand why, for lack of better words. And it's just like, why couldn't anthonylindsey go to the blogs? I don't get it. In response to this whole situation, Ryan Henry was on, Instagram Live talking smack. And then anthonylindsey went on to go talk to a few bloggers or whatnot about the situation. And then here comes the apology by Ryan Henry. I question whether that apology is sincere or not, or whether he felt forced. Because, he was like, guys, here you go. I got time right now. Here's my apology in regards to this situation. We already addressed it. But my thing is Ryan Henry, you were going to eventually have to come out and speak about the situation. Not on no Instagram Live while you out partying. So that means that anthonylindsey could speak his piece too. He has the right to speak. That was an opportunity for him. And this is also a way for him to deal with his pain. Does it seem disloyal? We ain't worried about that right now. This man was dealing with cancer while you were messing with the mother of his child. Do you expect him to sit back and take it? Nah, I wouldn't do it. Because if my friend slept with the father of my child, first of all, women are different. So that would have been a whole different type of issue. A whole type of different circumstances going on right there. But I would be upset too. So, trust and believe, the truth had to come to the light. So just because it was addressed and it was squashed, don't mean that it's just going to sit and marinate. Somebody said something, the blogs caught it, and boom, it blew up and everybody knew about it. So again, what's done in the dark will come to the light, and that's on period. Now, I see this situation as kind of being like a Brutus and Caesar type deal. Where, if you remember, Brutus stabbed Caesar. And Brutus stabbed Caesar because he did not want him to take the crown as king and be over the Roman Republic. So Brutus was a part of the plan in trying to take Caesar down. And early on, I thought to myself, I was like, yo, does Ryan and Anthony have a problem? Like, what's good? Like, why would he do that to him? But I gotta think a little bit deeper here. Like, Ryan, is there something that you want from Anthony? Are you jealous of him? Because Anthonylindsey is a gorgeous man. He's a handsome looking man. But I remember when Ryan was like beefing up and, you know, getting balked, you know? And I'm like, Ryan, are you looking at your best friend wanting that thing? I mean, wanting to be built, so you went and got beefed up? Did you want the mother of his child, so you went and you messed with her? On behalf of that inflated ego? Are you jealous of your friend? That's what I'm trying to say. So you stab him in the back by doing these various things? Not to say that getting beefed up is, you know, stabbing your friend in the back, but when you're jealous of your friend and you want what they want, like, you'll do those things. If you understand what I'm saying. So imagine your best friend feeling the pains and the sorrows of cancer. And you're on the other side of town, just figuratively speaking, smashing the mother of his child. They may not be together, but principles are everything. But just imagine those two things going on. That's crazy, yo. So Ryan Henry, you had your fun. You know, you got what you wanted, but you caused a whole lot of damage, brother. Now, whether your apology was sincere or not, I hope you get yourself together. Because I asked myself before, I was like, what is he going to tell me to justify the situation? He apologized. But I don't know. So guys, tell me how you feel about the situation. Do you feel like this is narcissism at its finest? Do you believe Ryan? Do you feel like Anthony should still be friends with him? You know, they say you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But Anthony, if you still going to follow through and dealing with Ryan, you need to keep him closer. Because he could really be your enemy, you know? So, all right, guys. You guys like, subscribe, comment, and y'all take care. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's